Okay, so in my last video, I talked about what it looks like to do a past life regression with me and why it's important that we take certain steps when we do them. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch it now so you understand the difference in the process versus just going through a past life regression on your own or with somebody who doesn't help you to heal those things. So here we go. I'm going to walk you through a past life regression on myself. So typically the way this works is we identify an emotion in the body or we take ourselves up, me guiding you, and we ask your guides to help you to clear up something. So I've already primed myself for this, and hopefully I don't get emotional on camera, but sometimes it does happen, but we'll see what happens today. So first, I'm just going to feel into my body, and I'm actually feeling something in my sacral chakra right now, and it's related to embarrassment. We'll see what this shows up as. This might be a little traumatizing. Okay, so I'm not going to walk you through the prep here, but I'll just see myself already having put the protections up around myself so I can feel safe and free to do this work. And finding myself with a guide. And this guy doesn't look familiar to me, but he feels familiar. Like I don't know that I've seen him before, but maybe, but I see him with a bowler hat on, like 19, I think that's 1920 style, and he's got a suit in a suit, but he doesn't look super rich or anything. So he's taking my hand now and he's leading me towards a staircase, like a marble staircase. So I'm walking up the stairs with him, and usually there's some sort of transition point to take you from this lifetime to the next, to this past life. So, okay, just walking in to this, looks like kind of a maybe a hotel or um something kind of fancy, maybe ballroom or something with nice, nice tiled floor. I see kind of a band playing or setting up. Okay, so this is maybe the setup for some sort of event that's going to be happening. And I see myself as a woman in a fancy sequined dress, gown. I don't want to say it's a gown, but it's definitely a fancy dress with sequins. Definitely 1920s era, 20s or 30s. Now he's walking me over to talk to this band. I'm kind of getting the sense that I'm a singer. Sometimes it takes a little bit to understand what's going on or why this is showing up this way. Oh, okay. Um, Somebody in the band just slapped my face. That's nice. And I'm feeling the shame, this embarrassment of being slapped in front of this man who I think was my guide, but then like he guided me in here, but he's like the manager of this hotel or event space or something. And I'm very embarrassed to have been treated that way in front of him. And it seems that I have some sort of relationship with the person who slapped me, who's like a drummer, looks like. Yeah. Okay. Definitely feel that in my root chakra. Uh, so now I'm going to see the scene being rewritten. I feel it in my throat too. Uh, so I'm gonna just kind of see how this plays out where it's rewritten. I see myself stomping on this guy's foot and then kind of actually punching him in the face and saying, "How dare you speak to me that way? How dare you do that? You do not get to do this to me. You must respect me." And then I see myself kicking the hat off of his head and walking away and throwing something down, like a microphone or something, and saying, I don't think it's a microphone. I don't know what it is, but I threw something down and said, "Find somebody else to sing in your stupid band." And I'm walking away. And then I'm seeing this other scene unfold, like a future scene of me singing solo in front of a big group of people. It's a very, um, it's much more high end than this other event was going to be. Like I've risen up, I've become more famous or celebrity than the situation before. Feeling really strong and powerful and singing really strongly and emotionally to this group of people, like really in my power. So let's see now what contract, I'm going to ask my guide or my inner wisdom here, what contract do I need to clean up? Um, and actually, they're telling me there's no contract with this, which is interesting, but there are emotional, energetic cords attached to it. So I'm just seeing there's definitely one in my throat. I feel it there. And I'm just going to ask them for the language to use to clear this contract. So I'm hearing clearing any energetic cords, patterns, behaviors, thoughts about myself related to being embarrassed in public, being treated, just the words being treated a certain way without respect, feeling owned, trapped, and like I don't deserve anything better. And so I just cleared that. I said all those words and more. And so I just cleared that and I feel it coming out of my throat. I see it's like shimmering light flowing out, kind of like smoke flowing out of my throat chakra. And remember that when I first came into this, I felt it in my root chakra. So there may still be another cord to clear. And yes, now I'm seeing it attached here, this big cord. So I'm going to ask again, what do I need to clear here? What are the words I need to say? Feeling like I don't deserve anything better, that I need to settle, that I can't make it on my own without support of a man. That's great. And then I need somebody to back me, to feel like I exist. It's kind of weird. Okay. So interestingly, and just so you can see, this isn't always clear cut. I'm seeing still this cord attached, but I'm seeing things flooding out around it. So I cleared it up some of the energy, and there's a ton of gushing, liquidy energy coming out here, but it's not, I didn't clear the main cord. So I'm going to ask again, Now I'm starting to feel a little nauseated. That's okay. This is all normal stuff, and it goes away pretty quickly. I'm going to ask again, what is the rest of this cord that I need to clear? What do I need to say or do? Just hearing the words, just let it go. What do I need to let it go? What in the world? Okay, this is why it's nice to have somebody guiding you through this because it's not always so clear or straightforward. Um, okay, so I'm just trying to relax into it now and just really let it go. And I'm seeing it. It was on the front, but I'm seeing it pushing through and leaving on the going through me and leaving out the back of me. But it's like this whole hose is going through me and it's huge. Okay, it's finally through. Good grief. It took a while. I'm just making sure. I just want to really ensure that it's all gone because I am still seeing something. All right, now I'm going to ask my angels and guides to please fill that hole up with white light, clear it out and make me whole. So now I see them kind of plastering my stomach and putting like glitter or something in there to fill it up and make sure that nothing can attach again to that. I do feel this hollowness in my stomach. It's a really weird feeling. It does feel like there's a hole in the middle of my stomach, even as they're patching it up, like something went straight through me. I just got the message that staying with that person actually ended up being really, really bad and violent and ended badly for me in that past life. So that might be that hole is the slap was the start of it, and then things unraveled and got worse and worse and worse until a really bad demise. And so that was kind of the starting point. And by clearing that up, I rewrote the script and maybe cleared up some other things too, which is why it was so hard to clear that cord. It was so attached. And then, gosh, I wish this video wasn't so long, but now I'm seeing something here in my throat again. I'm just asking, how do I clear this cord? I'm just hearing the words, knowing that I am better than this, that I don't need to settle, that I can have the world and, in a good way. Like I deserve it all. I deserve love. I deserve to be treated well. I deserve to be lifted up and seen in a good light. My ears just kind of popped there. So yeah, I'm seeing that cord going away too, and just kind of sprinkly, like beautiful white light, glary. Okay, now I'm seeing myself kind of dancing around in the space and exiting. So clearly I cleaned that up. Um, yeah, wow. Okay, so just seeing myself leaving and coming back into the space I began thanking that guide for taking me on that journey and seeing a lot of energy leaving my aura field in this space. Obviously, that really cleared up a lot of stuff and was a lot of healing. So that's going to continue to happen for a little while, I think, in at a soul level. So I'm just going to find myself coming back into my body, knowing that that's going to keep working for me. And then now opening my eyes. Yeah, that was an intense one. I didn't cry. My eyes did get watery, but I did feel the embarrassment and the shame coming through my body and understand that that is a bit of the way that I show up in the world. So recognizing that I am on the same level as everybody else. And, I've been doing work around this stuff for a long time with my throat chakra, my root chakra, to really feel stable within myself and know that I don't need that backbone behind me. But clearly, still, I was feeling that way because of these old cords, these old attachments. A lot of times we'll also have contracts or agreements associated with it as well. So contracts like um, I vow to never speak up again, or I vow to never date a man again, or whatever could have come from that situation, but it seemed there was none associated with that. So I guess that's good. But the energy, the emotion, the chords associated with that situation were very strong, very big, and obviously just seeing it was like steam or condensation, something, well, not condensation, but steam coming off of water or off of a boiling pot. That's what it looked like coming off of my aura field at the end of that. So pretty crazy. Anyway, you never know what you're gonna get. That was in the 1900s. Sometimes you'll see stuff in the 1200s, or yourself as a king or a queen or a man or a woman or an animal or all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool, but it can be intense, and that's why it's good to have a guide to take you through it and to work through all the things you need to clear it up and feel better in this lifetime and through those obstacles. Let me know if you have questions about that. If you want to learn about working with me, you can go on my website or send me a message directly. And I hope this was enlightening for you, and I also hope you have a great day.